Hey everyone, welcome back to a new Boom Beach video. So here I am on my low level starting over account and yeah, last video we just cleared my map, had some fun. After the video I got a landing craft upgrade done, so now I have 4 landing crafts done. And if you remember, I'm pushing for level 53 so I can upgrade my HQ to HQ 21, which is crazy. When Boom Beach came out, they had 1 HQ level and that was HQ 20, and since then, we've gotten so much more, and it's crazy thinking that my current HQ level used to be the max HQ. Oh my gosh, that would be bad if we destroyed that. I also don't know why I boosted up Gumbo Energy. I just want to boost up my resource reward. And I don't want to use Scorchers today. I want to use Warriors. I said last time I'm going to load up Warriors and just clear my map and try to get as many players defeated in today's video as I possibly can. Additionally, I was also able to upgrade this tribe one more time after last video. So I have one more upgrade here, and then all of my offensive and support tribes are done, and I just have the 2 ice tribes at the top left. Now, I can't wait for all of them to be fully done because, one, I could destroy building or destroy NPC bases, get 100% of the loot. That's the main thing. But the second thing is I can actually spend my loot on good things. Right now I'm spending my loot on just upgrading stuff, which is good, but it just sucks. Like, I don't really see the immediate rewards of that, which I'm not a huge fan of. But as soon as I max out all my tribes, then I can actually start accruing the raw crystals so that I can actually boost up things that I can use in the short term. Stuff like, okay, I just want to make sure we do this. We're good. Stuff like Gumbo Energy or Gumbo or Barrage Reduction. So there's so many tribe boosts that I really want to spend crystals on, but for me right now, that's not the best thing for my game. The best thing for my game is to take a chill and just upgrade the tribes. That way I can destroy as many NPC bases as I want and not have to worry about the loot. It just saves time. Like, if I had unlimited time, it probably would be a good idea to spend it on the tribe boost, but because I don't have unlimited time, destroying NPC bases is really nice and also a lot less boring than attacking NPC bases. Overall, I just think NPC bases need a rework, but even if they did something to NPC bases, it wouldn't stop these top level players from still destroying the NPC base. I mean, they spent a lot of time in Boom Beach. I spent a lot of time in Boom Beach. I would destroy NPC bases even if they changed it up and made something cool. So that's just where I'm sitting. So NPC bases, maybe it's not smart for Boom Beach to have a workover or a redesign, but what would be good to have a redesign are resource bases. Just in general, I'm not a huge fan of the whole resource-based setup, and there's a couple reasons. First of all, finding a new opponent. That guy has no loot. I need to attack players that have a lot of loot. This player also doesn't have loot, but even though he's higher level, it's going to be easier because he doesn't have a shield generator. But like I was saying, we need a rework for the resource bases. It's just way too repetitive and boring right now, and I don't know what all that entails. I don't know a cool thing Boom Beach could do. Let's brainstorm a little bit in today's video, but I just feel like there needs to be something, because for me at least, I never attack resource bases. I know it gets you loot, however, that's just not something I'm gonna do. Attacking resource bases just so someone can take it away from me in a day. Secondly, like, attacking the actual base is just like attacking any other base, which is a little boring that we have a whole nother set of bases we can attack, but we don't see any immediate reward from it. So I don't like that aspect of it. The auto upgrade aspect I actually really like. I think that's a really smart idea. However, it gets to the point where just the resource base is just filled up to the brim with resources or with buildings. But it gets to the point where the resource base is filled up to the brim with buildings, and then you don't really have the opportunity to do anything different. So there needs to be some sort of rework, and what definitely cannot happen is forcing players to redesign those bases. It takes too much time. You can't have a new base design. You can't do any of that stuff. What I think would be kind of cool is if each player had their own resource base, and then instead of one base being shared by 3 different people, which is how it is today, the 3 people have their own resource bases. Then if someone attacks it, they gain control of the base and something happens. I mean, it needs to be similar to how they're doing it today, but having each person kind of control and design their own resource base, I think would be kind of fun. And I think it would be a lot more fun than the current system, which is 3 people sharing the same base. I also don't know why I'm attacking a resource base right now. I really thought I was attacking a player base, but like I destroyed a resource base. Good. We go here. All of one thing upgrade. So I got a bunch of machine guns, and then in a day or whatever, this will be taken back by someone. Actually, this one won't, because it's owned by you, and there was nothing in front of the name when I was attacking it, I don't think. So that one is mine forever, which I should have attacked it sooner. But there are other ones here that I have yet to attack, and I don't think I ever have attacked them. And it would be fun if the bases were a lot bigger. Like imagine a Dr. T, this is regular Dr. T, but imagine a volcano base and it's a resource base. That would be crazy fun to attack bases like that and make your own base like that. But that's just not something we have today. Okay, how should I do this? I actually think I can't just walk up to the base. That's too much HP, so I need to use a different combination. What combination can I use for that base? I'm thinking tanks. I mean, tanks is just a solid combination. I think it'll work pretty well. And then I think we'll bring 1 boat of riflemen just to get off the beach. Like the beach is really hot. There's a lot of boom cannons around the front of it, so I definitely want to have something to kind of get me off the beach. So we'll do that. Drop all the tanks down. Make sure nothing targets my hero. Good, we're sitting good. That'll kind of distract the boom cannon on the beach until I kind of get a foothold. We'll do that. We'll bring up some more riflemen. And this will be pretty easy, I'm thinking, just because of the tiny shock, you know. Haven't used it yet, so now let's drop a few tiny shocks. Activate my hero a few more times. Tiny shock the other shock launcher. Tiny shock is so overpowered. It's crazy. So something like their current resource base setup, but it would be fun if it was bigger, kind of like what I was saying. It would also be fun if the damage was persisted and you have 3 attacks to try to take down the opponent's base. And if you do it, good job. If you fail, okay, you're out. I guess if you do that persisted combination or that persisted strategy, you can probably have the 3 players share the same base. I just want something unique, you know? So either people have their own base, or we could do something like the damage is persisted, but the base has to be so much bigger because it's super easy to take down resource bases, which kind of brings me to my next point. Resource bases need a major update. The levels on the resource bases, I don't think they go to max. Honestly, I haven't attacked resource bases in a really long time, so I'm not entirely sure. But I'm pretty sure there's no shock launchers in resource bases. I'm pretty sure I know there's no prototypes in resource bases. So it's stuff like that that needs to happen. Make the base bigger, have prototypes randomly show up, have shock launchers show up, and then it'll actually start getting challenging. And then on top of it, add some resource boost, just like a generic boost. That way you can have something of immediate value when you attack it. Because if a resource base gets taken over in a day, you're getting probably like 10,000 stone or something. It's not a lot, so it needs something more. I know that they produce stuff over time, and that's part of it. However, having just a base amount comparative to the level of the resource base would be pretty fun. I mean, it could also get dangerous that players kind of just park the core on the beach and then just trade off with a bunch of people. So maybe that's not the best idea, but yeah, I'm sure they can work around that somehow. Eventually, if you introduce enough players to attack the same resource base, it'll get to the point where people won't let the HQ sit on the base. It'd be hard if they give a baseline amount of loot because then people will probably just farm it, put the HQ on the beach, let the opponent attack it, they'll leave it on the beach for them to attack it, and then you can just literally farm infinite loot. So maybe that's not the best idea, but we definitely need something like that so we can get something more, because right now it's crazy. It's very, very low. All right, this is an NPC base, which it's weird attacking NPC bases because, as you know, on my main account, I never have to attack these because I can just destroy them. Yeah, mainly I'm just trying to think of ways that we could spice up Boom Beach without bringing another HQ level, where it affects all players. And resource bases, NPC bases, kind of affect all players. NPC bases a little less so at a higher level, but for sure resource bases can affect all players. Events also affect all players. If they brought out some new hero or some new villain, brought out some new event, that would be a lot of fun, and I think a lot of people would enjoy that. However, do I think Boom Beach will do that? I don't think so, because I don't know if they've seen a ton of success with the events. It for sure at a lower level players love attacking the daily events. And I loved attacking the daily events. When we got the cycle of evil, which is the current cycle we have now, so Dr. T, Hammerman, Gearhart, Imitation Game, when we got that cycle, it was a lot of fun because we hadn't seen those mini games before. But now that we've been seeing them for years, it's kind of boring, and I might not do Gearhart, or I might not do Hammerman Strikes Back. Obviously, it gets you loot, it gets you resources, but if there were more stuff added, it would be fun for the short term, but I don't know if it'd be worth it in the long term. And what more could they do? It would have to be something fun. Jimmy brought up the idea of how it would be fun if we had, like, player versus players where your troops are attacking each other. I don't know. It probably will never happen. I can tell you I'm pretty sure it will never happen, because it's totally different gameplay from what Boom Beach currently has, which is troops attack buildings and that's all. So probably won't happen. However, I think it would be fun to have something like that, or even like a live Hammerman Strikes Back, where someone is defending actively, someone is attacking actively. Of course, now we're getting into warships. Warships is their big player versus player part of Boom Beach. I think they've publicly come out and said that they're not going to make any other player versus player feature. Warships is it. So I'm fine with that. Warships is a great feature in Boom Beach. A ton of players, millions of players play warships. So I'm fine with it. I'm just not into warships as much as other people, but yeah, a lot of people like it. So dang, I was hoping 26 would be better, but 26 is pretty bad anyway. Okay, we are slowly going through things. Let's build up this guardian and we'll move on. So I think that's my entire map. All players done, all NPC bases done. We have one more here, but I'm not going to attack it today. This is the time I'm waiting for. So yeah, we're trying to max all of these out. I have one more level 18. We're not going to do that today, but I just want to see the upgrade difference. So 5,100 diamonds, 5,800 diamonds. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get another warrior in those boats. Level 20 landing crabs are a huge accomplishment in Boom Beach. Getting 8 warriors in a boat makes you unstoppable. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please drop a like if you did. Let's just get a mortar going. Why not? We have 2 days left on my armory. We have a daily reward. Let's grab those shards and we'll head back out here. We need to send out a sub, and then I'm going to spend the rest of my gold on the tribe boost. So we're just going to convert, and it's pretty sad. All of our loot is gone now, and we only have 300 crystals, and we need 900 to do the upgrade. We'll get there eventually, but I hope you enjoyed. Drop a like if you did, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.